Hello and welcome back to the Self Mastery Podcast. I am your host, Ross. Today we're going over the only path that allows for self mastery and how to remove the shackles. You see, it is an innate human desire to want to chase or achieve your potential, to achieve self-mastery. However, the path is not clear or easy, even under the most optimal circumstances, yet most people don't live their life in a way that allows them to transcend to this next level of chasing their potential. Most people live life as they're told. They go to school, get good grades. They go to university, they get good grades again, they get a degree, right? Then they get a job. Then maybe they get a better job. They get married, they have kids, and they work until they have no energy to use the free time that they then have. Now, I am not saying that there's anything innately wrong with this way of living your life, but what I am saying is that if you want to achieve self-mastery, you must live a life optimized for its achievement, one that allows you freedom over your time, your energy, your resources, your money, and your location. Now, this podcast isn't for everybody. This podcast specifically, it's going to annoy some people. This podcast is for those who fear lying on their deathbed and seeing who they could have been. You see, the standard way of living, at least in the West, will limit your potential more than anything else. From the addictions to cheap dopamine, people sit and spend 6 hours a day on their phone, to the drinking culture where as soon as it gets to Friday night, Saturday night, they're on the drink, they're getting hammered. It's ruining any progress they made in the past week and ruins any chance of progress in the coming week. To the attitude around work, how you have to go to university, how you have to get a job, and you have to live how society tells you to live. You see, with a 9 to 5, you are capped. Your time is capped, your energy is capped, your money is capped, your location is capped, and to get any more of any of these, you need to cap another further. Want to work less? Expect to earn less money. You're capping your money further. Want to earn more money? Expect to work more hours, capping your time. Look, on a societal level, working a job is a necessity, and I respect those who do, 100%. This is nothing against people who want to work jobs or who do work jobs. But on an individual level, for those who are concerned with chasing their potential and achieving self-mastery, a job is a burden that limits your potential. You're given set hours, set tasks, and you don't have the freedom to master yourself. Employment is limited. You can only climb the ladder so far, and each area of your life that is needed to achieve self-mastery is capped. So what's the alternative? The alternative is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a game that never ends. Your business can always be better. It can always make more. It can always have more revenue, more profit. It can always make a bigger impact. And there's always a different type of business that you could transition or pivot to. Entrepreneurship also allows you to work on what you want, because entrepreneurship allows you to choose a business that is aligned with your interests, especially in the age of the internet. You're no longer limited to brick and mortar stores. You can build a business around anything you're interested in. It allows you to work when you want. You can choose your own hours, and sure, you might have to work more at the start, but still the principle applies later down the line. Business gives you time, location, energy, and resource freedom to chase your potential and achieve self-mastery. Self-mastery and entrepreneurship go together, hand in hand. Now, how do they go together? Well, your level of business success is completely determined by your level of self-mastery. A poor level of self-mastery creates poor control over your mind, okay? It leads to poor decisions, poor ideas, a lack of consistency, all of which will limit your business success. Whereas a high level of self-mastery is a high level of control over your mind. It allows you to make better decisions, have better ideas, be more consistent, all of which propel your entrepreneurial success. You see, in business, you are forced to level up and improve yourself and master yourself to a point where you provide enough value that the market approves of what you're providing. Every single successful entrepreneur to ever exist has achieved a certain level of self-mastery that is impossible to obtain in 99% of standard jobs. They created a business aligned with their interests, which is a key part of achieving mastery, both of self and of the craft that you're working in. You need to be intrinsically aligned with it. You need to be intrinsically interested in. You need to have your vocation, whatever you're doing, your business aligned with your actions, with your interests, which if you're interested in consciously aligning your life, I have a conscious alignment hub, which you can get. It's linked in the description below. And every single successful entrepreneur has threw themselves in a situation where you have two options. Option one is that you master yourself so that you can make good decisions, lead teams, execute and delegate. Option two is that you fail. And as your passions and interests change, which they inevitably do over time, people change over time due to experiences and knowledge and just maturing as a person, right? Your interests and passions are going to change. Business allows you to pivot and transition as your interests and passions change, as you change. You're not stuck. This means your level of self-mastery cannot be capped, because as your interests change, you're allowed to follow them interests, which is a key part of self-mastery. Now, I want to clarify two things. I really want to clarify this. Jobs are not bad. They're essential. Okay? Of course, people need to work jobs. However, 99.99999% of jobs limit your time, resources, energy, and location, limiting both your life and ability to achieve self-mastery. And the second thing is the transition from employee to entrepreneur is simple, but it's not easy. It shouldn't be rushed or half-assed. Becoming an entrepreneur also has a million different routes. You can open up a sandwich store in your local town, okay? You can run a SaaS company online. You can do football coaching at your local city. There are so many options for entrepreneurs. So I am going to, in this podcast, give you the path that every person on this planet that has internet access and an interest can follow. Okay? This is the path that I followed. This is the path that so many entrepreneurs are now following thanks to the internet. So the first thing you need to do to follow this path and remove the shackles is understand what a business is. A business is simply selling something to someone. So you need two things. You need something to sell, someone to sell it to. Something to sell is your offer, someone to sell is your traffic. Again, depending on your business, your offer and your traffic can be anything. Okay? Now, you need to build traffic. Traffic can be anything from footfall if you're a brick and mortar store in your local town, or it could be the likes of paid ads on Facebook or Google or YouTube, or it can be followers, which is what my personal favorite. I highly recommend everybody to build an audience and use that audience as traffic to their offer and build their business. Why? Well, first off, building followers is free. Everybody can build their audience for free. You need nothing. You can grow on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all with just your phone and a laptop, or just your phone. You don't even need a laptop or a computer. You can build relationships and connections with people. I have built, through building my audience and my brand, connections and relationships with people on the other side of the planet that are absolutely killing it and that I admire, and I would never have ever dreamt of connecting with them, and now we're friends. You can also provide free value to 99% of people who follow you, and only sell to those who want more hands-on experience, who are willing to invest in themselves and want more guidance. You see, most businesses, they can't provide value to other people for free. So the only people they build relationships with and build their brand image with is their customers. If you have a brick and mortar store in your local town, the only people you can provide value to is your customers. Okay, you can't give away free stuff. If you have an online business that uses followers as traffic, where you've built your audience, you provide 99% of your stuff for free through the content. This podcast is free value. I'm providing value from you. You never have to buy from me. Of course, if you want to, all my stuff's in the description below. But if you don't, it's still a win-win for both of us, because I'm building a relationship with a follower that's going to grow my audience, that's going to grow my brand, and you're getting free value. It's a win-win. Building an audience is the number one way to build traffic and grow your business. Now, I have a whole course on monetizing your audience, impact, and income. Of course, there will be a link to that in the description below if you're interested. But in short, to build your audience, you need to choose a platform. I recommend choosing one platform to start. I do also recommend Twitter, but it can be Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, anything. You then need to post daily content around your interest, okay? So whatever your interest is, mine is self-mastery, self-improvement, online business, okay? So that's what I post content around. I post content daily on all my platforms around that. Then need to learn about content creation, content strategy, human psychology, okay? This will help further the impact your content can create and further the progress you make while growing your audience. You also need to build a network with other creators who can distribute your content, because you can't rely on the algorithms when you're starting out and you have no followers to share your content, okay? Your posts don't get enough engagement and likes for it to reach the explore page or whatever. You need to connect with other creators who will share your content either via retweets or story shares, and you do the same for them. You then build a relationship, and in 2 years' time, when you are both really big brands, you are good friends, you have so many more opportunities. It's definitely the way to go. Don't rely just on the algorithms. You then need to repeat this for 2+ years. Now, don't get me wrong, you will see results faster than 2+ years, especially if you're putting in the work, investing in yourself through courses and mentors and all. But this is a long game, and you need to be willing to commit to it for 2+ years. Hence why I say 2+ years. And look, again, there is more to it than that, but all you need to do is follow those 5 steps to start with, okay? Take action on those 5 steps and learn everything else along the way. Do not let your lack of knowledge or experience stop you from starting, because the only way to get good is through reps and through experience, okay? So start with them 5 steps, learn everything else along the way. You then need to build your offer. Look, an offer is simple. An offer is what you sell. It should be focused on helping someone achieve X goal or avoid Y, okay? So for the path, I am recommending where you're growing your audience and you're using your followers as traffic. What you help someone do, so the offer you sell, should be preferably something you've already done yourself. So if you've never built a 7-figure Facebook ads agency, don't sell a course or coaching on how to do that, okay? It's stupid, it's common sense. You're going to ruin your reputation, you're going to get no sales, and you're going to feel like shit, okay? So we're in this for the long game. Sell something that you've already done yourself. Now, I highly recommend reading the book $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi to help craft a good offer, because a good offer can be the major difference between someone buying or not. Now, you then need to build your audience and launch your offer. Now, you've also got to keep growing your traffic source, so you keep growing your audience through distribution networks of other creators and putting out good content and letting them know you've got something to sell, your offer. Because if you don't promote, that's a big mistake a lot of people do. They have an audience and then they wonder why they never make sales, but they never tell their audience they have something for them to buy. Because if you're not promoting, how are you going to make money? Okay, how are you going to make sales? So you then want to get testimonials up prices. So when starting out, if you've got no testimonials, you've got 2 paths. You do free work, cheap work, and ask for testimonials in exchange. You need social proof testimonials for trust, so that people know that you know what you're doing and to inspire confidence, okay? Look, you can obviously go ahead and charge high prices and get testimonials, but it will take longer, as people often, especially if higher ticket products such as coaching or agency work, people want more trust through results and testimonials to pay higher prices. You can also get testimonials through the network of creators you've built. Just ask them for a quick testimonial, give them your product, your service, whatever, and then up your prices. Of course, what you charge is going to be really dependent on what you're selling. A course is going to be much cheaper than coaching, and the transformation you're promising by helping them achieve X or avoid Y will also largely determine the price point you can charge. But the only way to really find this out is to play about with what you're charging, okay? To play about with the prices. Now, you then need to repeat. Keep growing your audience, keep growing your income. And then eventually you're going to have to decide. Once you start earning money from your business, you need to decide whether to leave your job and remove the shackles or not. Now, likely, if you've got to this point where your business is earning money and you've grown your audience and you're having to make this decision, it's likely a no-brainer. You're going to want to stop capping your chances of achieving self-mastery and get out of your job. However, this is not a decision that you can make lightly. I would recommend that before you leave your job, you have 6+ months of an emergency fund. So basically, your expenses, if you spend $1,000 a month to live, 6 months of that, $6,000 sitting in a bank account, and that is your emergency fund that you only touch in an emergency. And you're earning as much from your business as your job. So if your job pays you $3,000 a month, you want to be earning $3,000 a month from your business to leave your job. And trust me, If you grow your audience and have a good offer, that is so much easier than you think. If you have testimonials, you could easily charge 1 month of coaching for $3,000. So much easier than you think, okay? Now, you've left your job. You need to chase your potential. You've got much more free time now. You know, you're not shackled by your job. You've removed the caps on your time, energy, resources, and location. You can now split this newfound time between running your business and chasing self-mastery, which obviously go hand in hand as discussed earlier. Now, easy. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Don't get me wrong, those 8 steps we've just went over are massively simplified steps. I can make multiple podcasts or videos or content pieces on each step, okay? Super simplified versions. But one of the keys to progress is starting, implementing what you have, and learning the rest along the way. This process isn't easy. Running a business isn't easy, but it is worth it for those who want to live their life on their terms and chase their potential and achieve self-mastery. If you fear lying on your deathbed and seeing who you could have become, this is the path for you. So if that's you, start. Take action. Learn from those who have done what you want to do. Commit to the long game and win. This is the only path that allows you to control your time, energy, resources, and location so that you can dedicate your life to chasing your potential and achieving self-mastery. It is also a path that anybody can go down. No matter who you are, no matter where you're born, no matter what you've been through, this is a path for you. If you've got an internet connection, which you obviously do if you're watching this, if you've got an interest in anything, you can create content around your interest, build an audience, remove the shackles, and chase self-mastery. So, that is it for this episode of the Self-Mastery Podcast. As always, click the like, subscribe button. Really helps us out and get this video out. Also lets me know that you're enjoying the content. And as always, all my resources to everything, Conscious Alignment Hub, Mastery OS, Self-Mastery Ladder, all them in the description below if you're interested. So go check them out if you are. And I will see you in the next video.